In this module, we will show you how to add or update a site. Adding a site can only be completed by an ELMS administrator, ECEAP director, or subcontractor contact/manager. This process will involve 3 steps: starting a new site, entering site information, and the site approval process. To reactivate a site that was used for ECEAP in the past, email a request to elms@dcyf.wa.gov. After logging into ELMS, open the Locations and Classes tab. Next, click on the Site subtab. In ECEAP, a site is a building with ECEAP classrooms for children. Each address is a different site. If you want to start a site that has never been in ELMS, you click the blue plus New Site button. Select Yes or No for Is this a subcontracted site? Answer yes to Is this a subcontracted site only if this site is run by an organization that reports to an ECEAP contractor rather than to DCYF. At subcontracted sites, teaching staff are usually paid by the subcontractor. At direct service sites, teaching staff are paid by the contractor that works directly with DCYF. Then, enter the site name in Site box. Be sure to use the same site name as on the childcare license if the site is licensed. Enter the date children will first attend class at this site. Next, click Save. This opens the new site approval in ELMS. Review the top of the page to make sure the 4 pre-filled answers are correct. If not, email elms@dcyf.wa.gov. We will delete the site so that you can start a new site over. Respond to each question from top to bottom and follow all instructions. It is very important to enter accurate responses in this form. Contact your DCYF CQI specialist if you have questions. If you need to answer the additional questions, that button will be enabled. If it is dark blue, click it and continue to complete this form. You will need to work your way down this additional questions page. Click Save and you will return to the site approval page. Then click Save on the site approval page before moving on. Before you can click to submit the new site approval form to DCYF, you need to fill in the site info page. From the site page, select the Info subtab. Update or complete the page in order, starting from the top. In the Site Linking and License Information section, you explain whether an ECEAP site also has Head Start or licensed childcare. Answer each question accurately to your site. If this site also provides Head Start services, click the Contractor also provides Head Start services at this site button and select the Head Start site. For childcare license information, if you say yes to both questions, it means that the ECEAP and childcare should be rated together as one entity for early achievers. Always mark yes to both questions if ECEAP and childcare children are in the same class. If you answer yes to both licensed childcare questions, a provider ID box will open. Enter the licensed provider ID or the name of the licensed childcare and click Search. Then click on Select an option to see the search results. Select the correct childcare name from the list. DCYF may lock the answers in this section if needed to ensure that your site is correctly represented in the merit system for early achievers. It is very important that this part of ELMS is accurate. Please contact ELMS support if you have questions or need assistance. Click on the Edit Curricula button and follow instructions in the pop-up. Briefly describe your approach to preschool curriculum in the box provided. Please read all the options before selecting Other. We find that about half of Others really should be one of the standard options. You will need to make at least one selection in each category. Notice that None is an option for the areas where you are not required to provide specialized curricula. Select Foundational Curricula, select Social Emotional, Health and Safety, Language and Literacy, Math, Science, Anti-Bias, Bilingual and Dual Language Learner, and Parenting Curricula, if applicable. Check all that apply. Read the choices carefully and only select Other if your curricula are not listed. Then press Save. Next, click on the Edit Developmental Screening button and follow instructions in the pop-up. In the first group, only select multi-domain developmental screening tools used for all ECEAP children to identify children who may need further evaluation. Do not include screening tools used for some, but not all children. In the second group, select additional screening tools used with all ECEAP children. In the third group, select tools used to assess language proficiency for dual language learners. Read the choices carefully and only select Other if your curricula are not listed. Developmental screening occurs during the first 45 days from a child's first day in class. The purpose is to identify children who may need further evaluation for special services. To note, Teaching Strategies Gold is an assessment and is not your developmental screening tool. Then press Save. And finally, in order to complete the minimum site information setup, we need to click on the Recruitment tab. Here we have 5 descriptions about your recruitment practices that you will need to fill in. Then click Save. Now that you have completed the site info page, you will go back to the Site Approval tab and click the blue Submit New Site Approval Form to DCYF button. This will generate an email to your DCYF CQI specialist to let them know your new site request is ready for their review, to Merit to let them know if a new and old site should be linked, and to DCYF Early Achievers stating if you want to forward an Early Achievers rating. Each year, by July 1st for Working Day or August 15th for Part Day and School Day, You must review and update your site information. To begin, select the Site button from the Locations and Classes tab. You will see a list of your active sites. Check the Show Inactive box if you'd like to see inactive sites. To review and update pages, click on the links to the right of the site name. The site address is locked in Elms. If the children and teachers and supplies move to a new address, you will create a new site in Elms. Email elms@dcyf.wa.gov if the site has not moved, but the site address was originally entered incorrectly into Elms, or the post office issued a new address for the existing building. If you will not use this site for the selected school year, click the Change Status button at the bottom of the site information page. You cannot inactivate a site if there were children enrolled in associated classes at any time that school year. If a site is closing at the end of the current school year, make sure you are in the new school year in Elms before inactivating. If a site closes during the school year and the site had children enrolled in associated classes at any time that school year, contact Elms support at elms@dcyf.wa.gov. You can find written instructions about sites in the ECEAP Elms Administrator's Manual on the bottom of the Elms News page. Thank you for listening to Part 1, How to Set Up Sites module. Please listen to Part 2 to learn about site staff, slots, and classes. Please reach out to Elms support at elms@dcyf.wa.gov with any questions.